To lose, uso uno, no ganar. Considered the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali lost very few matches in his career. After 31 consecutive professional matches without losing, Ali finally lost to Joe Frazier in March of 1971 in what was called the Fight of the Century. He ended his career with 56 wins and just 5 losses. Over the years, there have been some well-known sports dynasties. Through the 90s, Michael Jordan led the Chicago Bulls as they lost very few NBA games. In 1996, the Bulls won a record 72 games and lost only 10. While we're always told as kids that it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, professional athletes hate losing. In Spanish football, Las Palmas holds the unfortunate record of 11 consecutive losses from 1959 to 1960. The Cleveland Spiders baseball team lost 24 consecutive games back in 1899. In basketball, the longest losing streak in history is held by the Cleveland Cavaliers, who lost 26 games in a row between 2010 and 2011. Number 1.
Estamos perdiendo 2-1.
We're losing 2-1. Number 2.
Jugamos bien, pero perdimos.
We played well, but we lost. Number 3.
Perdieron el partido en el último minuto.
They lost the match in the last minute. Number 4.
¿Ganaron o perdieron?
Did they win or did they lose? Number 5.
Si Jeff no hubiera jugado, el equipo habría perdido.
If Jeff hadn't played, the team would have lost. Interrogative challenge. Number 1. They have lost 3 games so far this season. How many games have they lost so far this season? Number 2. We lost because their defense was too strong. Why did you lose? Number 3. Their defense made us lose. What made you lose? Number 4. The old boxer was losing when I turned off the TV. Which boxer was losing when you turned off the TV? Number 5. They're losing by 13 points. How many points are they losing by? To lose, uso dos, no encontrar. Unfortunately, I consider myself a fairly forgetful person, as I tend to lose things quite often. For example, I often lose pens. I always buy cheap pens because I know that I will likely lose them before they ever run out of ink. I've lost my keys a few times as well. I leave an extra set of keys at a friend's house for these situations. Luckily, I've never lost my mobile phone and I've never lost my wallet. Losing your wallet or having it stolen is terrible. It's much worse than just losing money because of the need to cancel all your cards and reapply for identification documents. Apparently, keys, USB flash drives, mobile phones, sunglasses, and gloves are the top 5 items that people tend to lose. I always worry about losing my USB drive. I have a lot of information for my radio programs and work files on it, and I worry about the consequences of losing it. Number 1.
Lleva desaparecido desde que lo perdí.
It's been missing ever since I lost it. Number 2.
Perdí el papelito que me diste.
I lost the piece of paper you gave me. Number 3.
Ella siempre pierde su bolso.
She always loses her handbag. Number 4.
He perdido las llaves de mi coche.
I've lost my car keys. Number 5.
Me perdí en los barrios pobres de Barcelona.
I got lost in the back streets of Barcelona. Interrogative challenge. Number 1. I lost it this morning. When did you lose it? Number 2. I lost it because I was careless. Why did you lose it? Number 3. She lost them in the river. Where did she lose them? Number 4. I lost my way in the tunnel. Where did you lose your way? Number 5. He loses his keys 3 times a year. How often does he lose his keys? To miss, uso uno. No aprovechar, no coger. I hate missing the bus. For 3 years I worked near Aravaca, on the outskirts of Madrid. Every morning I took the bus to get to the office. A few times I missed the bus and I had to catch another bus or take a taxi. I typically have my morning routine planned very precisely, so missing the bus was always a frustrating experience. I've always been quite willing to take chances and try new things. I can't think of any opportunities that I felt I've completely missed. Having studied business, particularly finance, I sometimes think that spending so much time working in another field could be a missed opportunity. However, I think there's time to do a lot of things in a lifetime. So, I think I would have missed a lot of other great experiences if I had stayed in Canada and worked in an office after graduating from university. Number 1.
Perdió su única oportunidad.
He missed his only chance. Number 2.
No me puedo creer que fallara. Él.
I can't believe he missed. Number 3.
Perdí el tren, así que tuve que coger un taxi.
I missed the train, so I had to get a taxi. Number 4.
Lo siento, no oí lo que me dijiste.
Sorry, I missed what you said. Number 5.
Al final nos perdimos su discurso.
In the end, we missed his speech. Interrogative challenge. Number 1. He missed 3 targets. How many targets did he miss? Number 2. I missed the second class. Which class did you miss? Number 3. She misses because she doesn't practice enough. Why does she miss? Number 4. I've missed 3 buses this week. How many buses have you missed this week? Number 5. I'm going to miss it because I'm out of town. Why are you going to miss it? To miss. Uso dos. Echar de menos. One unfortunate thing about living abroad is that I miss my family. Living in a different country, and even a different continent, I don't get to see my family as often as I'd like. I miss my parents, and I miss my brother. My brother lives abroad as well, but surprisingly, we get to see each other relatively often. Having said that, with the technology available today, it's easier than ever to stay in contact with people. I'm sure I don't miss my family and Canadian friends as much as I would if I didn't have email and telephone to keep in touch. Of course, I miss my mother's cooking and certain products from Canada. While I love Spanish food, I suppose it's natural to miss the certain foods that you're used to having at home. I also miss certain cultural experiences. I miss watching hockey on TV, and I miss a lot of the outdoor activities that I used to do more easily in Canada. Luckily, I tend to visit at least once a year. Translation Challenge. Number 1.
Echo mucho de menos a los amigos de mi pueblo.
I really miss my friends from back home. Number 2.
Echo de menos a la gente con valores tradicionales.
I miss people with traditional values. Number 3.
Lo echarás de menos cuando no esté.
You'll miss it when it's gone. Number 4.
Pensé que lo echaría de menos más.
I thought I would miss it more than I did. Number 5.
¿Echas de menos a tus amigos?
Do you miss your friends? Interrogative challenge. Number 1. I miss you the most. Who do you miss the most? Number 2. I missed it because it was useful. Why did you miss it? Number 3. I miss her because she's important to me. Why do you miss her? Number 4. I missed it the most when I was young. When did you miss it the most? Number 5. I'll miss the social interaction the most. What will you miss the most?